Shalom. I'd like to start out by giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Chakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. This is Thamayim in Atlanta, and what I've got pulled up here is a clip of Pastor Fred Price Jr., and he is agreeing that as he says, the descendants of slaves are the true biblical Israelites. And that is true. I don't believe he goes into speaking on the northern kingdom, but they went into slavery as well, so he might as well have been. But the truth is that the Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans are the biblical Hebrew Israelites, as well as are scattered, because we would be scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Therefore, we come back looking like these other nations, but for the most part, the people, or that original look, goes back to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And actually, I was going to say some more things, but let's just listen for ourselves. And I know a few other brothers have done lessons on this, but I'd like to do my own spin on it. So here we go.
They've gained a lot of attention. They've been around for a while, but social media really put them on a platform. Some of you may know them as Hebrew Israelites. What the Hebrew Israelites have preached isn't something new, but it was new to social media, and so a lot of people that had never heard the message or had never focused on the message began to pay attention, more attention, closer attention. One thing that I am wholeheartedly in agreement with, and we're going to focus on that today. For some of you, maybe you've heard it before. For some, it may be eye-opening. But I believe, due to my study, I have come across some information that I believe is irrefutable, if not near irrefutable. And that is that the slaves, transatlantic slavery, those slaves are Israelites. And that if you're descendants of slaves, you're descendants of Israelites. Descendants of Hebrews. Now at one point, I was aware of this. As I began to move forward and study, I did come to the conclusion that maybe some were. Wasn't quite sure about all. But now I hold a position that all were. Due to social media, they have.
Yeah. And so he's done his research. He sees that we actually align with the prophecies and with the curses. First and foremost, the curses show that we are the children of the highest power, and we fit the prophecies as well as being the tail and not the head. Fit the curses of being the tail and not the head, and the prophecies of losing our heritage and then gaining it back in the latter days. And that's why he's even speaking on this, because we are in the latter days, and the Israelites are awakening, and we're seeing the Gentile kingdoms come to an end. We're seeing them fall while the Israelites are rising. And so we're going to get into the scriptures, with our first one being Hosea 1 and verse 10. It says, "Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people," that place being Babylon the Great, which is America, says, "Ye are not my people," there it shall be said unto them, "Ye are the sons of the living power." And so we've been called all sorts of proverbs and bywords, and by different colors and nationalities and everything, except for being called the Israelites, the princes of the power, the true biblical Israelites, We're not called that here. We're called black and Mexicans and the red man and so on and so forth. But truly, we are the Israelites of the Bible, and it fits us. It doesn't fit the people that are in the land that the world currently calls the Lord's people. They are not in the least bit. They're actually a people that the Lord hates. But he blessed them for now and allowed them to put out their wickedness. He allowed them to take over his land and to basically punish the true Israelites. But we're awakening, and they are not very happy about that. This is Jeremiah 17 and verse 4. And it says, "And thou, even thyself," speaking to Jeremiah, "shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee." The heritage being as the Israelites, the sons of the living power. And it says, "And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not," in America and in various other regions of the earth. It says, "For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever." And so the Lord took away our heritage. He took away us being called and being known as the children of the Most High. He took that all away from us. He put us into captivity amongst the different nations. There was not only here in America, there was the sub-Saharan slave trade and with the Arabs, and they were trading us all throughout the Middle East and further parts of the earth. And even with them, the men were normally castrated, so you're not going to have too many descendants from there, from that stock. But the Lord did save a remnant. We were enslaved here in the Americas and scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. But now the Lord is raising us back up. He has given us our heritage. He's returned our language unto us. And he is about to put all these curses onto our enemies. And speaking of the curses don't fit those people that are in the land now. They fit the Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans. It does not fit Amalek, though. Let's go to 1 John 3 and verse 1. It says, "Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not." And that's what Israel breaks down to. Yahshar Allah. He is Prince of the power. The son of a king is known as a prince. And that power being the Most High power, Yahweh, through his son, Yahushai. And we are known as Yasharallah. We are the princes of the power. We are the sons of God. It says, "Therefore the world knoweth us not," which that was stripped from us, but we are coming back into our inheritance. And the world is starting to wake up. That pastor, he has a large platform, and he's saying this on that large platform, and people have been ignoring it and trying to go against it. But they're going to have to admit eventually that we are the sons of the Most High. Let's go to Romans 8. And 16. "The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High." And the Lord said we are the salt of the earth. And you only see that on the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You do not see that on the people that are currently calling themselves the Lord's people. It's not there. They have no salt whatsoever. And they're not under the curses. They're just frauds, and they're going to have to pay heavily for what they've done, because it's unforgivable to steal someone's heritage and have them in slavery. It's unforgivable, and they have reached the end of the line. This is 1 Peter 2 and verse 10, which in time past were not a people. Actually, I'm going to start up at verse 9. But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. That's waking up out of that dry, dead bone state of not knowing who we truly are, just thinking that we're black or Mexican or Indian. We are waking up to know that we truly are the Israelites of the Bible. It says, which in time past were not a people, but are now the people of the Most High. Just like in Hosea, I want to say he said to name his daughter Lo-Ami, which is not a people, but we are coming back into being a people, because you can't be a people without having a heritage. And that was stripped away from us through the Lord, in which he used the Edomites to do it, the Edomites being the so-called white people and those small hatters that are there in the land. He used them to strip us for our mistakes, for our sinning, for our going after other gods. And he used them as a whooping stick for us to inflict pain on us. And now we're coming back into the knowledge and into our heritage, into our inheritance, which an inheritance pertains to land as well. So we will be taking back the land of Israel once Yahushua is here. It says, which had not obtained mercy, but now have obtained mercy. The Lord is being extremely merciful, because he could have just left us out and given his inheritance to another people, but he is coming back to us because he loves us. He loves Jacob, and he hated Esau, as the scriptures say. And so I thought that was that pastor saying that was heavy, especially on such a large platform. And he's done his research. You shouldn't have to read anything more than Deuteronomy 28 to realize it, but it is true. The Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans are the Israelites of the scriptures, and the people that are pretending to be the Christians and those small hatters, those are Edomites, those are Idumeans, those are the people that the Lord hates with a passion, and he is exposing them for the lies that they have pushed out, for the violence that they have committed, and he's about to bring them down into a very painful captivity in which they will be Salakia, in which they will be building up the kingdom of heaven. And then they get done away with after that 1,000-year sentence. But Lord willing, that was edifying. I'd like to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakach Wadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone, and Shalom to the elect of Israel. Shalom.